Okay, as you can see, I rerouted some hoses. I put that yellow shit on there, the hose wrap. And I had this one that some people were asking that I needed to put this stuff on there, and I did. I put that on there, and then I took it off, and then I wrapped all the hoses because I thought those hoses will be in there, and they'll be, you know, where's the camera? They'll be doing this the whole time. So I wrapped them in the yellow inside there, and hopefully keep them from rubbing and wearing. And that's just 2-wire hose. I mean, you don't need anything heavier about there. But those, someday when those go bad, I'll replace them so they're all the same length, and I'll bow them all perfectly nice. And there's a strap that goes across the middle of them to keep them all together, like you see in the new loaders. But that's down the road. Doesn't need to be done now. So that's that. I'm off to get a new injector line. We might make a cover for this today. I got a light to mount. We're gonna check oil in the hubs, and this bitch is ready for work, I think. Over and out. The main reason why I'm here is because this line.
What's happening?
Here, hold on, let me find a light. This line here, which is called the fuel manifold line on the Cummins motor, which I do believe is the return line, was rubbed through right here from the line above it. So, as you see, I had to take this injector line off, which comes up over and over top of it and down here to this injector. So I had to take that off, and this is the one that Daisy changed. See, it goes from that injector, that injector, that injector, that injector, that one, and that one. So you got to put one of these. You have to put one of these fancy little screws. Focus. It's hollow there. With that hole drilled there. And then I forget what these are called. This little like strap, brass, bronze thing, whatever it is. I think they're copper or what they are. But it goes on each side like a saddle, and then you thread this screw in there. And the whole time you have to line it up with the injectors. And usually, I got this thing, and it, of course it was bent up like a pretzel. I have no idea where I can put you. Unscreened what? Wow. You know, you ever want topsoil, Wes?
What?
You ever want topsoil?
I got golf out for signal. I need 5 loads.
Well, might be a little more than you can handle. There's we do these clearings for these housing plans, and they got to get rid of a bunch of the topsoil usually. Yeah, but I mean, there's a mountain of it when they got it. I don't know where to put this damn phone. You would think they do, but no, every job they want it gone. You got to get rid of it. It's pretty. I think it's just a way for them to try to drive the price down. You know what I mean, Vern?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn my damn light up. How's that? Alright, well, that's what it is. I will, I can't video because I can't put the camera nowhere. I'll show you when it's done. Now, this is that injector line that is in my way. You can see how it runs over top? And there's that strap, ties it down. Before, these two were touching because this bracket was loose and it rubbed through right there. So, but she's all on. Should be good to go, good to go, good to go. I'm gonna do something with this wire here because it is gotten rubbed through. I might reroute that. And then my light is dying. I got a little leak in this thing right here. That's temperature sensor, it's not thermostat. But okay, I'm gonna work on that. Over and out. So I had some free time. I picked myself up a little radio action. Yeah. Gotta have tunes. It is about these cheapo speakers. You really can't see. Can't see too well. Let me get some light. use the impact. There, now you can see him. Built that little box out of a piece of sheet metal and a part of an old mud flap. I ran my wires over here. I got my radio so we can jam out where we're loading trucks.
Talking to yourself? Oh, he's recording.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to yourself up there. Like, is he crazy?
I do that, but when nobody's around. That way no one can talk back. Okay. We are at a point of finality with, or finite, or whatever you want to call it, with the loader. I have these other, I'll put this up last, but I just wanted to go over. Last time I had it in here, what did I do? I painted it, fixed some stuff with controls and some leaks and things in here and there. This time I got it. So last time I was up, it was a week ago, I made it a little better. Me and Pappy put the grapple on. So let's check the grapple out. As you can see, I painted it. I don't know why. I know the paint's gonna come off. It's gonna wear off, whatever. I don't know. I had some extra time today because the weather is beautiful. But I figured, what the hell, I'll paint it. So I had leftover black, and then I think that can of that aluminum Rust-Oleum looking stuff, I don't know, it was like $3 or something, I don't know. But so there's the hoses. I took that big wrap off and I wrapped each individual hose with, let's call it lemon peel, because it looks like lemon peel rinds. Yeah, it'll be lemon peel. But I wanted to wrap them inside there because them all inside that big one would start chafing and then rub through in time. So that'll help slow the process, and the big piece on the outside will be just basically keeps them all together so I can get them hung on a stake and stuff. So we did that. I wrapped those. I rerouted some hoses up here, and then I gotta back up so you can see it. There is the pipe that was running up the boom. I don't know how well you can see it. Maybe we'll try to zoom. Either way, the bracket. Can you see that right? Sorry if it's shaky. Whoa, my finger. Right there at the end of my big finger. That bracket that holds them pipes on was all broke off. So I redid that. And those hoses are a little gooed up. I routed them. They were like loop-de-looed. I routed them all up and over. In time, I'll change all those hoses and make them all the same length, and then put that bracket in the middle that holds them all together like parallel, and then they wouldn't even need to be wrapped there. But either way, I wrapped those. I wrapped this one that went down inside there. Basically any hose that could move, I wrapped. Any hose that has rubbing. Now I know there's other ones inside here that are not, but these ones here, because your boom's going up and down, they might catch this plate or catch the, you know, the rotator down in there or something like that, but I wrapped those. And then the big reason I brought it in the garage, I did forget to put that on. I needs to put a bracket there. Is that injector line. And the other video you saw what I had to go through to do that. That was kind of a pain in the butt, but that's done. I finished that. This wire was broke. I fixed that, which is just dumb. I noticed a little coolant leak. I don't know, it was down. I don't know where it's at. I can't see. It's down in there somewhere. You can't see it, but it's just some little sensor needed tightened. So I did that, changed another filter in the back. I put a light on it so we can, whoops, sorry, I had the master switch off because I was welding on this a minute ago. I was welding on something out the end there. But, so, we get a light. Alright, sorry about that. I had my Bluetooth on and it shuts my camera off when the radio comes on because it's Bluetooth controlled. So I hooked it up, I can run music off the phone. But either way, there's the light if you didn't see it. Nye light, by the way. Pretty nice lights, very affordable. Got me a radio. So it's just an AM FM radio with like it has a USB port so I can charge my phone if I need to while this is running, and it has a Bluetooth thing so I can play music off my phone, you know, where I'm jamming out, load the logs, getting some. But yeah, so I mean, not necessary, but I had the time to do it. I fixed some things down here, just like this cover, this instrument panel here was all broke, so I kind of used this piece of plastic I found and screwed all that back together, so that's stout. There's the window I replaced. That was last time. I built my little speaker boxes. I don't know whether you can see them. I just showed them in the other video. I had to fix the chair because the bracket for the chair was, the bolt was out of it, so the whole chair was moving. I want to check my pilot pressure. I don't think I have enough pilot pressure, but that's, I don't know. That could just be me. This is the antenna for the radio. Got a little goop on there to keep her sealed. And let's turn this off. But yeah. And then obviously the decals and all that. But I mean, she is red eye for business. For business. Gotta just let her eat. I got it all dirty. This was all nice and clean. We're climbing up down this mud. I painted the rims. Just like the grapple out there. Yeah, I didn't have to do it, but I painted them. I cleaned them all up. They're a little buggered up, a little rusty, so I've cleaned them up and painted them. A little eye candy, I guess. I don't know. Once again, you know, call me what you will. Nuts, crazy, whatever. Hey, I just called myself nuts. But yeah, say whatever. Just don't call me late for dinner. I'm gonna have to check them tires. Might be a little bit low. But anyway, I painted these ones up. There's the decal. Got some, you know, danger. Stay away, you know, danger. There's those. There was just a little bit. I saw a hairline crack in this. That's why I was welding right there. So I beefed up and added some weld in there. Ooh, that's warm. And that's what I did with that. I really can't think of anything else I did other than the light, the radio, the injector lines, all that. So that was all stuff I did now. But she's ready to go. She is ready to roll and just delimb. I'm sure I'm going to run into some hiccups as I start running this thing. You're going to find some other things, I'm sure. But as of right now, she is good to go. I'm very happy with this loader. I'm very proud of this loader. Ooh, before I go, I want to clean those out. I'm going to clean them and cover them and zip tie them. So I don't get dirt. Another trick, I don't know how many people do this. If you're hauling loaders around, especially this time of year, and you got that shroud and that opens or closes. You know, some loaders get beat up and you can't open that. But if you can open that, it's always wise to grab a piece of cardboard and cut it the size of that hole. Just throw it in there and shut the shroud over it. So when you're driving down the road, you know, your truck's kicking rocks or dirt or whatever, because you're never coming out of some beautiful place. Or if the road's wet, you know, like road salt and stuff. So when you get to where you are, you just pop that open, take the cardboard out, and your window's fairly clean, not chipped, not broke, or anything like that. Because fixing windows and equipment sucks. But that's it. Oh, I made this. So this is the crank for the dolly. And they just have a bolt. I don't know if it's welded. Yeah, it's a bolt welded on there. So I have an old socket. And just, this is the little square bar there is a piece of old mud flap hanger off of a truck. And I think this is an old tie rod that was all messed up out of a truck. I don't know what it is. Just cobbled some parts together. But that's her. I think it might need recharged for the delimber, but I'm not sure. I gotta run it. I'm just gonna see if it's, you know, it's because it ain't been running. It's cold. You know, things need to warm up and stuff. The only other thing I gotta do is put a little hydraulic fluid in it that I know of. So, hopefully we get some better weather and get this thing in the woods and get you guys some videos of, like cutting trees and stuff, like logging stuff. I like the wrenching videos here and there, but I'm getting tired of wrenching for right now. I mean, but this is good. It's done. So, all right, everybody. Kevin, it's funny. You just sent me that message, too. That you were like, hey, is the loader ready? It looks good, you know. It's ready. There it is, everybody. Back up and try to get her all in one. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, buddy.